Yeah, I don't know exactly what we're going to be getting into today, but this video is titled "This is Actually Sickening" by AugustTheDuck, and it's a news report over here with @GhostGirl. 84-year-old Nancy Guthrie is still missing after almost a month-long search. I know a little bit about this, but I don't know what this girl is about to do. I guess let's find out.
For today's episode, the house that I'm in front of is the center of an ongoing abduction and possible murder case, and I'm looking for Nancy Guthrie. This just said plastic. I wonder if it's referring to me as plastic.
I've been doing YouTube for a long time, and I...
Okay, I'm confused right off the bat over here, but let's see what August has to say about this one, man.
sometimes think that gives me, like, sort of a false confidence. You know, makes me believe that I've seen every kind of person do every kind of thing imaginable, and then every once in a while, I will see something so uniquely disgusting and so uniquely sickening that I'm...
Dude, what's this girl gonna do, man? Oh no. But yeah, there will never be a shortage of people doing brand new things, man. Like every single, like, dude, it's every few months at this point somebody comes up with like some grand idea, some sickening idea, you know?
Reminded that will likely never actually be the case. So that's always fun. Guys, there is a real problem with the internet right now, and that problem is people who view anything and everything as potential content. With how ingrained social media has become into the average person's life, there is a large demographic of people who are not able to look at anything through any other lens than questioning how can they turn this into engagement.
I see. Okay, I see where this is going now. Now, here's the thing. I kind of got that vibe right when the video was kind of having its get-go over here, but I wanted to give her the benefit of the doubt, and I would have sounded like a big a-hole for just assuming something like that, so I'm sure we'll get into it more.
And for some people, unfortunately, there are truly no boundaries, which means that for some, doing something like going outside of the house of a woman who was recently abducted and performing a spirit box session to try and contact her while you're half naked to film
Oh
an
my
advertising...
god. I didn't even notice that's what that was. I wasn't even really paying attention to it, to be honest with you. Oh, you know, I get that like people will do anything to go viral and it works and you can set up a career from that. You know, like the things like I know when we think about this type of stuff, like people do anything for content. I know most people's brains go to like Logan Paul, obviously, and what he did in the forest. I just wouldn't be able to bring myself to do that type of thing, you know? But then again, it sounds so stupid because now I'm sitting here being like, oh my God, look what a great guy I am. You know what I mean? It's just so crazy that like it's so effective for so many people.
For your OnlyFans seems like an acceptable thing to do. Yeah, this is really one of those cases where as I'm explaining what we're talking about, it really just sounds like I'm making something up for shock value, huh? Unfortunately though, I'm not. The woman you're seeing in the background right now named Kiki, aka Ghost Girl, or...
You know what? This girl's ringing a bell. I think I've heard Ghost Girl somewhere from before. I don't know. I don't know if this is her first time doing something like this. I'm not sure.
Dark Starlet really went out and did this. Now, real quick for some context, because if you haven't heard of what's going on with Savannah Guthrie's mother, Nancy Guthrie, a lot of this is not really going to make any sense. About a month ago, on February 1st, the mother of Savannah Guthrie, who Savannah Guthrie is a news anchor, she's been the host of the NBC News morning show for over a decade at this point, went missing. Now, obviously, this started a massive investigation with...
Now, I've been hearing a lot about an abduction. I didn't know if that was if they confirmed that at all. Like, I mean, it would make sense if like somebody just goes missing like that, but somebody in the spotlight, you know, they could always go crazy too. You'll never know. All we can do is we can sit back and we can hope for the absolute best. I don't know anything about Nancy personally. I just like, I know who she is and I know there was abduction worries about her.
Is being treated as a kidnapping. Now, a lot of evidence has come out since that day, like signs of forced entry and some ring camera footage.
There you go. I didn't know that. Like, I'm not laughing at that situation. I just knew that they were talking about an abduction.
But as of right now, Nancy Guthrie is still missing. Now, unfortunately, just as sort of a byproduct, I guess, of the internet getting so big and anybody who wants one being able to have a platform, whenever anything like this happens, you know, whenever a criminal case like this gets national coverage and becomes a topic of discussion, there are a billion people on every single social media platform who like to play detective. I've talked about...
Now, I don't have a problem with that. I don't see a problem with people liking to do that type of stuff. I'm sure that there's like we talk about controversies on this channel all the time. I don't see a problem with people like commentating and speculating and being interested in particular cases. But you can tell like when somebody's literally like I didn't know she was advertising her OF page. Like if you're actually going to this lady's house, hey, the only acceptable controversial house to go to is the Breaking Bad house, because that lady almost asked to get bothered, man, at some point, man.
Before, I feel like as the true crime genre has gotten more popular, we are beginning to see a rise in people who genuinely cannot separate fiction from reality anymore, and they have begun to treat real-life people getting murdered or kidnapped as their entertainment. And I think that's a big part of the reason why we're even here talking about this bullshit in the first place. Now, all of this blew up once the New York Post uploaded a TikTok of footage that they had obtained of this woman filming her video. And while we're obviously going to be focusing on Kiki today and the dog shit video that she made, honestly, I feel like everybody who's involved in this is wrong, just to varying different degrees.
Yeah, you shouldn't be good. Like, there's a line, man. If you want to talk about it, like, dude, even if she wanted to... I don't know. Because I'm saying, like, even if she wanted to, if she's an OF girl, even if she wanted to talk about this naked, dude, you know, why don't you just do that? There's an idea. I'm sure somebody's done it, to be honest with you. If you don't want to, like, ruin people, just have a news show naked. You know how many people would watch that? I don't know. I just think going to someone's house, like, once they've been kidnapped and filming a video like that for your OF page, that's way too far, in my opinion.
I think any news outlet or any other streamer, because other people have called her out for doing this. Some people called her out for doing this on site because they were at the house too. I think
it doesn't matter. She's gonna make her money.
Anybody hanging out outside of the house of a woman who's been abducted while her family is going through who knows what is disgusting. It's sick. Again, people have lost their fucking empathy because...
There you go. But here's the thing. Like, ignore what he's saying for a second and just, like, look at what we're watching her do here.
What is disgusting. It's sick. Again, people have lost their fucking empathy because they find this shit entertaining.
Like, at some point, you know that she actually doesn't care that this woman's kidnapped. You know that she doesn't care about the story. She just wants to, you know, film the content. It's ridiculous.
I feel like anybody who was there that day is in the wrong, and it's just a whole shit show. But like I said, the New York Post uploaded this TikTok, and it got people talking about it. It went pretty viral. It's sitting at over like 20 million views right now. This led to Kiki responding to all the backlash she was getting a couple of times before she uploaded the video that she was filming. One was this TikTok where somehow, miraculously, she turns herself...
What's she talking about? Raising awareness and reporting facts right there. Posting them. Oh, sorry. I'm just getting over being sick. Oh. I just didn't expect to see that, dude. Oh my god. What the hell?
And the victim of this whole situation, saying that anybody who called her out for her shitty behavior is taking away focus from Nancy Guthrie and the whole investigation. And
you can't possibly take this serious, dude. You can't. You can't take that seriously. Are you serious?
The only reason she went out to film that video was to spread information and make sure that people knew the true facts. Which, I mean, yeah, I guess that's one way to describe going to a missing woman's house and trying to contact her using a fucking spirit box. She also assures Nancy Guthrie's family that her outfit was not meant to be disrespectful and that she was only doing it to raise awareness for their mother. So...
it'd be different if she went in what's in the top photo over there. I guess, like, you can get away with that. Like, I mean, you should, if you're really reporting a story, you should be dressed a little bit more professional, but you can get away with what the bottom TikTok, what she's dressed at it, man. But it's crazy. Holy.
You know, 3 minutes of absolute bullshit where she's either just so unbelievably fucking stupid that she actually believes the nonsense that she's spewing, or she's just trying to stir the pot.
It's come to that point too, man. It's come to that point where I genuinely don't know when it comes to a bunch of people online if they are just trying to stir the pot or if they actually believe it. Just like August said, I don't know so many times at this point. Usually eyeball test is a good indication. With this one, not a clue.
Honestly, I think it's probably a healthy mix of both because like I said, after all this, she uploaded that video onto OnlyFans TV, which apparently is like some YouTube competitor that I guess OnlyFans is trying out.
Dude, I'm learning all kinds of things today. I didn't know that they had OF TV. What did I just say? I said, report the news naked. That would work. That's, as far as I know, nobody's done it.
Sure, that'll be super successful. And it's the video that the footage came from that started all this. We're not going to watch the entire thing because I can't bring myself to sit through it, but we are going to be looking at a few segments because I feel like this is the kind of thing that you just need to see to believe. And it's also the kind of thing that you just need to see for yourself to fully understand just how sick this individual is.
For today's episode, the house that I'm in front of is the center of an ongoing abduction and possible murder case. The house behind me is Nancy Guthrie's house. And I'm here today because I want answers.
All right.
Shut up. Shut up. Oh, You know what's funny is that there's people that'll buy this too. They're like, "Oh my god, let's go, Detective Ghost Girl. You go."
Hardly even 10 seconds in, and already you're putting on display just how big of a piece of shit you really are. You want answers? You, a random person who has no sort of connection to this whatsoever, wants answers? That's good. Then you could probably understand how the family feels.
Yeah, not once has she been like, "I'm here trying to help the family in any way I can," and it's never giving them money. It's never promoting anything. It's never like funding any sort of like investigation.
You know, the people who actually want answers and probably need them. You don't actually want anything besides promotion for your OnlyFans and your social media career.
Behind me is still Nancy's house. I've moved up the street so that I could do a private spirit box communication to see if any energy surrounding the home might be able to tell us where Nancy's whereabouts.
Dude, I hate to say it, but it's smart, man, because there's so many people that are gonna buy a spirit. What is it? A spirit? Did she say spirit bomb? I don't even know exactly what it is, but you get my point. Like, there's so many people that like believe in that type of stuff. It's genius, man. You know, it's stuff like this that makes me upset that I have to go to work every day, and I'm like grinding on YouTube as hard as I can over here with the multiple channels and stuff like that. I've had another job besides that, dude. Sometimes, you wish you were born a certain way, you know.
In my hand is the Ovulist Ghost Box, and with this device I can do a multitude of things, but the main thing I'm going to do today is have a spirit box session.
You know how easy it would be too? Sorry, I'm getting a little off topic. She could walk up and being like, I'm gonna go try to find Nancy right now, and the way that I'm gonna do it is I'm going to go listen to this tree, and just because she looks a certain way, she'll get all the views in the world just because she wants to go listen to that tree, you know? And I have to go to work every day. It's so hard not to be jealous sometimes.
To see if I can get any answers.
Yes. Nothing says private like filming it and then posting it onto fucking OnlyFans TV. Now, if you've never heard of these Ovulus things, basically, if you've ever watched an episode of Ghost Hunters, you know that thing that they try to talk to the ghost through? Yeah, this is basically like a more advanced version of that, and by more advanced, I mean it's more effective at making you think that things are talking to you. It's basically just a sensor for a bunch of different things, and it takes whatever it's sensing, converts it into certain values, and those values are arbitrarily correlated to different words. In short, it's basically like a random word generator with extra steps. So, you know, definitely the first tool a person who actually wanted answers would reach for.
I just want
Wow, this whole video is blowing my mind, dude. It shouldn't be blowing my mind. Like, at the end of the day, it's not like that shocking and someone did this. It's just, I'm glad I clicked on this video today. What the hell?
I want to introduce myself to any energies that are around the house right now. My name is Kiki. I come with light and love and respect, and I'm looking for Nancy Guthrie. This just said plastic. I wonder if it's referring to me as plastic.
Okay, maybe it actually can talk to ghosts. The worst part of all this is that there is a small part of me that's beginning to believe that she might think she's actually helping by doing this.
I don't know. There's definitely people that would think that. I can't tell. I can't tell with her. Like, she's on the edge. We don't know.
And genuinely, I think that might be more concerning than a person who would just be willing to do this for clout. Because I went through her OnlyFans TV.
OnlyFans TV? I've never heard of that before. Ghost stories, 911 calls, crisis out. What the heck is Skinwalkers? Oh my god. Forest Queen Hotel, that's the one that I'm blocking right there.
Page, and she has hundreds of videos of her doing shit like this. And like I said, people get really into this kind of stuff and they become delusional. Now look, don't get me wrong, it's not like I don't think she was trying to stir the pot at least a little bit, but unfortunately I think there might be a part of her that actually thinks that she's helping or like contributing to the cause.
It's tough, who knows, man. But then you have the stuff too, then it's like, where's my mouse over here? You have like the abandoned church, and you know, I don't know. You know what I'm talking about? Like, it could go either way. She probably just knows what she's doing. She's probably just smart.
And that is terrifying.
Am I speaking with Nancy?
Us.
Us. I'm speaking with us, or is it us as in Nancy, you and I? I'm seeming to get more communication when I'm starting to address Nancy herself. Can I keep addressing Nancy? I can.
And I have to go to work every day to make my living. Sorry, I'm in a mood today.
Malevolent. It says malevolent and Jack.
Oh, Jack.
Maybe the perpetrator's name was
Right.
Jack.
Maybe it means that this is the dumbest fucking thing I've ever had to watch in my entire life. Look,
Yep.
it's real easy to sit here and just point and laugh at this lady, but I really don't want that to become the focus. Seriously, do not let the stupidity of all this distract you from the fact.
But that's the thing. That's the thing. It's so dumb that I've been laughing at it, and it's such a serious thing. Look what she's doing. Like, you have this poor family who's probably like, I don't know, for lack of a better term, like grieving. Like, I know she's not confirmed dead, but you know what I mean? Like, how disrespectful to go outside of her home and do this type of stuff. It's horrible. It's horrible to do. But it's so beyond dumb that I'm laughing at it.
That this is a woman who went out to a missing woman's house and filmed for OnlyFans TV a video where she tries to contact the missing individual with a spirit box. This is so unbelievably disrespectful to not only Nancy but also the family that it's genuinely kind of hard to wrap your head around. To see something that is genuinely unimaginable happening to a family as nothing more than an opportunity for content, people like this are not like the rest of us.
Whoever
I agree with that, but that's the thing. Like, I can't imagine ever putting myself in a situation where like I would even think about doing something like that, profiting off of something like that, you know? Again, it's one thing if you want to like make a YouTube video or if you want to like come up with your own documentary, things like that, because you're interested in these types of things, fine, whatever. But she's making a mockery of it in this type of video with outside of her home too, with the family.
I'm speaking with, whether this be a spirit or Nancy herself, was this a complex abduction or was it more simple?
Simple.
Simple.
Yeah, so just in case you were
Salted.
holding out for old Kiki, you know, for some reason trying to give her the benefit of the doubt, you can tell by the way that the shadows are jumping around in the background that she is manipulating this footage to make it seem like she's getting answers that she's not. If you watch this video from start to finish, you will see that the shadows slowly move across the screen to the left, because that's the way the sun's moving, but somehow, you know, maybe just from the power of spiritual interference, after she questions whether the abduction was simple or complex, the shadows jump back to the right when she's playing the clip of the box saying simple, which
Actually, that's a good eye, to be honest with you. That's a good eye. Who the hell would notice that? Why did I think of that right off the get-go?
almost makes it seem like she got that clip of it saying simple before she asked anything, and then realized she could make that look like it was a response to something. Unfortunately for her, I'm not a complete idiot, and it's extremely easy to see that it was fake.
Finish.
Finish. I really hope that does not mean that Nancy is finished. I hope it means that this case will be very simple to finish.
Oh my
I'm
god.
hoping we can bring Nancy home.
What an absolutely fucking insane thing to say. It's especially gross because the video ends right after this. Like,
Dude, could you imagine? Could you imagine this girl all of a sudden one day just comes running down the street with Nancy on her back like, I got her, everybody, I found her, my spirit box brought me straight to her.
she ends the quote spirit box interview after she got it saying this, which, you know, really kind of makes it seem like she was just looking for anything that she could tie back to death. Real fucking classy, Kiki. Anyways, I feel like at this point we've probably all seen enough. I find myself asking the question of how does a person end up like this in a lot of my videos, but this is one of those cases where that question seems extra relevant. Like, seriously, how do you get here? How do you become this soulless? Is it just a case of where you don't care about anybody or anything?
Dude, it's clout, it's money. I can't imagine how much she's profiting off of something like this and doing these types of things. I can't imagine. People do anything for money, man. It's been a problem in society forever.
As long as it means you're getting ahead? Or is it just next level delusion to where you think shit like this is actually benefiting someone? I honestly don't know which one would be harder to understand. Well, guys,
It's a mixture, man. But that was a good video, man. I've always liked August's channel, and I thought, like, you know what? Why not make a reaction to a commentary today? We've been off for a little bit. I was sick. I'm glad to have it returned over here. As always, links to the reaction to the original video will be in the pinned comment description down below. Crazy world that we live in, guys. If you want to hear another commentary on something going viral recently, why don't you check out this video on screen? YouTube thinks that you like it the best. Thank you so much for being here. Take care, everybody.